right, it's 102.7 Kiss FM. Time for Ryan's Roses. Dear Ryan and Sissany, it says, I'm concerned about my husband. My 15-year-old daughter came to me the other day and showed me something on her dad's phone. His most recent emojis concerned her, so she asked if he had been sending them to me. He hasn't, so I lied and said yes. So Susanna, is it Susanna? Thank you for coming on in Covina. Can you tell us, what were the emojis that your daughter showed you that your husband was sending to somebody else?
Heart, eggplant, the tongue, peach, like the smiling face with his tongue out. Seems really random, like that. But then the eyes and the drooling face. It's kind of a weird combination, but yeah.
And for sure he's not sending those to you.
No, none of them were sent to me. And, I thought maybe he could have sent them to a buddy, just joking around, but it's just not.
And why do you think your daughter was so alarmed by these?
I think because she's never, they were such a random coupling, and I was home at the time in the other room, and we don't usually do that, like text each other when we're all like there together, and it just seemed off to her. I don't know.
Okay. Do you have any idea who he might be sending them to? I know you mentioned buddies, but do you have a woman in mind?
No, I have no idea, and my only thought was someone that he works with, but I mean, it's just never anything I've experienced with him before.
But why does your mind go to cheating? Like, what is your relationship with him now?
I mean, things haven't been great. I mean, we've on and off, we've talked about separating, but then we want to stay together for our daughter. So I don't know. I think worst case scenario in my head, I just go down the rabbit hole, and think like, what else could it possibly be? Since it's out of his character.
Yeah, and you start with this narrative, and then it's hard to stop it. All right, Susanna, hold on 1 second. We are going to make the call to him next and see if we can find out in Covina. It is Ryan's Roses. So I'm going to make that call in like 2 minutes and 12 seconds. We are in it with Susanna for Ryan's Roses. And we're calling your husband. I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then your husband's name on Kiss FM. Go ahead.
Okay, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and my husband's name is.
All right, here we go. So we're going to call him, see if we can find out. Now, remember, her 15-year-old saw these emojis in her dad's phone, brings them to mom here, Susanna, says, did he send these to you? And these emojis were, curious. And she said, because she wanted to cover it all up, yeah, of course he sent them to me. Well, he didn't. He sent them to somebody else, but who? And just some examples of, what was the most, bothersome emoji that you saw?
I mean, the heart, and then it was used several times, and then there was the one with, like, the little face with a heart next to it, and then, like, tongue out. And, I mean, they were all alarming, I guess. Drooling face, they all just seemed laden with something.
Okay.
I don't know, something.
We're going to make this call now so we can find out. Be very quiet while we call your husband. Okay, Susanna, good luck.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mark?
Yes.
Hi, Mark. My name is Michelle. I'm calling from Lush Garden. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing all right.
Great. We deliver in Covina and most of LA, and today we're offering local residents a promotion. It's a free dozen red roses that you can send to anybody that you would like. I don't need any cash. They're absolutely free. I'm just trying to promote my business. Is this something you'd be interested in? I would just need the name of the person you'd want to send them to.
Well, yeah. Is there a delivery fee or something?
No. This wouldn't cost you anything. We just need the name, and you can write a note. They can receive them at lunchtime today. And we do ask that if you do like the arrangements, you return as a paying customer at some other time. But this promotion is free today.
All right. It's totally free?
Totally free.
All right. Yeah, I'll send some. Her name's Amanda. Well, put Mandy. To Mandy, and put woof, woof, woof. She'll know what it means.
I'm sorry?
Woof, woof, woof. Like three woofs. WOOF, I guess.
Got it.
I never spelled it.
Okay, and then I'll just sign your name. Love, Mark.
No, just woof, woof, woof. She'll know.
Okay.
Mark, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. And I've got your wife listening to this on the line, Susanna. Mark, who is Mandy?
What? Who's this?
Who is Mandy?
Hey, I'm sorry. What just happened here? Mandy is a person that I'm sending flowers to. What is going on?
That's our question. I just want to tell you what you did here. You sent roses to a woman named Mandy, and you signed the card, woof, woof, woof. What does that mean?
It's like an inside joke.
Well, can you bring us inside?
Well, the thing about inside jokes is that people on the outside really aren't invited into them.
Got it. So your wife is excluded from this conversation, is what you're saying.
What are you talking? My what?
Susanna, do you want to tell Mark what's going on here?
Hi, Mark. It's me.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so are you behind this, Susanna?
Yes, babe, I am. But
Okay.
it's because Zadie saw text messages with a bunch of emojis on your phone, and she came to me concerned, and we're now both concerned you're having an affair. And I lied to her, and I told her that you sent them to me, but you didn't. They're not on my phone.
It's not. Okay, whoever you're talking to, did you tell them the whole story?
What's the whole story?
I mean,
Well, she's saying I'm having an affair. There is no affair now because she had the affair, and that broke the whole trust, and so affairs don't happen with us anymore, okay? With my cousin. How's that? All right?
Susanna, is that true? You had an affair with Mark's cousin?
For Zadie. Yeah.
Susanna?
Yes, and it was a one. I told you, and it was a one-time thing, and I'm deeply sorry.
Hold on for a second. Mark, are you having an intimate relationship with Mandy?
What I'm doing is really none of your business, but there is no affair if there is no relationship.
Right, so
we have
woof,
a daughter
woof, woof,
who's going to
then
college
means-
in a couple of years.
What does woof, woof, woof mean? Like, what are you saying to Mandy?
Sounds like he's
What do
barking
you
at
think
her.
it means?
I'm asking. I don't know. You said it 3 times.
Well, if you don't know, then maybe you ought to, read a book or something.
Whoa.
Figure it out. Yes.
I don't know a lot of books about woofing, but I will look it
I'm
up.
sure
And
you
I
don't know a
I
lot
have a
of books.
resident author here, so she might help me out. Maybe you're.
That's right. No clue.
Oh, you've got an author? Well, maybe she can read the book to you in that case. I mean, what is going on here?
And that's-
God, Mark, just
I'm
answer
living
the
my life.
question.
Okay, I feel like we shouldn't be using this airtime here because.
Oh, do you think so? Good for you. You're the one who's doing this whole thing, all right?
Susanna, if you already cheated and you guys decided that there is no such thing as affairs after this, and he's just doing what you did, maybe to get you back or whatever it is, this is all bad. It's all unhealthy. You guys need therapy, probably. You need to talk to a therapist about your relationship.
Or you just need to
We've got
separate.
it worked out. In a couple of years, when Zadie goes to school, we've got it all figured
Mark,
out. So I don't know. I certainly don't need the phone intervention.
Mark, I didn't want you seeing anyone else, and I didn't know how else to find out. And
But Susanna, it sounds
I
like
didn't
you
want
broke
you. My cousin.
I mean, he's upset.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you
I know.
violated the trust, Susanna, but we didn't know that.
No.
Yeah. and-
We're going to let you guys go, but you should find a therapist for your relationship. If you
Wow.
can.
They should just separate at this
Yeah.
point.
Absolutely. Let's get back to this Ryan's Roses here. So Susanna reaches out and says, I think my husband's cheating because of emojis in his phone to another woman. We get him on the line. He sends the flowers to another woman named Mandy with the signature of woof, woof, woof. Like, meaning that's supposed to be sexy?
Yeah, I don't know. I did a lot of flirting in my day, and I never did a woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, I mean, I've never signed anything woof, woof, woof.
No, wolf is usually like bad for me. Like when I think about wolf, I'm always like, woof.
Or maybe he meant like,
That's bad too. Even the sound of
Yeah.
that means like,
it. That means what? I don't
Sounds like
understand.
he's
like I'm panting over you.
Woof, woof, woof is panting? And you like panting is good?
Yeah, panting is like,
Like back in the day when they used to do cartoons and the cartoon dogs would be like, oh, they used to like, woof. They used to bark at you.
Okay, I'm not completely discombobulated here. So you think panting is sexy?
Well, it's like more of a flirt than woof, woof, woof.
Is that your love language?
It kind of sounds bad to me.
No.
Yeah, equally as bad as woof, woof, woof.
No, it means like you're hot. Like,
yeah, that's bad.
no, it's not.
Yeah, it sounds
that what
like
you
you're
do?
actually having an issue. I'm out of
Right, like I'm out of breath.
breath.
You took my breath away, or like you're so hot, I have to like calm down, cool down.
Mm-hmm. No, we get it. But I
we
don't
don't.
get it.
We don't get it. Exactly. We don't get it. But anyway, this is not about your panting. This is about Susanna
Woof, woof, woof.
and Mark and his woof, woof, woof. So anyway, I guess she cheated on him with his cousin.
We didn't know.
We didn't know that. So he's just going about life saying, cheating, no such thing as cheating anymore. She did it to me. So I'm seeing Mandy. So what? They're just together for the kid. They need to get out. It sounds so toxic. It sounds so wrong. And it sounds like nobody should be doing whatever they're doing. And Marla, it's too late, right? It's like staying in for the kid sounds like it's already really confusing and bad. Maybe even worse so for the kid. Marley in Granada Hills, go ahead. You heard it. You're on with this. What'd you think?
Well, this is the reason why, two people, a marriage that is broken should not stay together for the children.
Yeah.
Because basically, the child, and I know this because I went through this, the child, especially when you're a teenager, you see that there's a problem between your parents.
Right.
You see that there is an issue, that they're not getting along, that they're fighting, the tension, not taking vacations together, just not doing anything together. You see that, and you know that there's a problem. And then later on, it affects you because you're seeing what your father has done or what your mother has done and how that relationship. And then when you grow up, you're kind of tainted by that. So your relationships with a person becomes, you're not trusting, and it takes, it's harder to have those relationships because you learned from your parents of what an unhealthy relationship is. So
yeah, it's all valid, and it just was not, and we just didn't know going into it what had already happened by his wife cheating with his cousin. So no wonder he's upset.
No, she made it seem like she was all innocent.
So
Yeah.
anyway, Marley, thanks so much for calling. Sounds like you're in a good place.
thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Right. She sounds like a happy person, right? You can just tell.
Mm-hmm.
You can only imagine if it was that toxic just with us and we're strangers. Like, what is it like in that household?
Yeah.
Yeah.